focus switches to Europe this week, of course, with the return of the Europa Conference League. Who's going to take advantage with matchday number 2? We're going to take a little look next. That's right, folks. Balance Game and another prediction video. Today, we're taking a look at match number 2 over in the Europa Conference League, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new, where you been, smash your subscribe button, bang it. All things Rovers related, Europa Conference League related, world football related. We're going to know here, boys. Under one Ruski. That's right, the likes of who's in action. Villa hope to bounce back after a shit start to the European campaign. And, of course, the likes of Eintracht Frankfurt and Fiorentina are in action this coming week. Of course, take a look at all of it in a second. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs. They are the patrons, of course. You know who you are. But anyway, it's all about this. That's right. It is, of course, the Europa Conference League. And, of course, we are looking forward to it. Well, I am, and hopefully you guys are too, of course. So let's, of course, recap. Remind you that we do have a Europa Conference League prediction league. It's free to enter, of course, so you can predict just like me. So let's get into the deep end one more time and have a little look at what we're talking about. We're talking about this, which of course is, where are we? Where are we, Dirk? Well, we're just about to show you where I am. We are here and we are live. That's right, we're not really live. But anyway, of course, 59 points on my first haul there. Not too shabby. So let's go over the results. And then, of course, we will let's see how you guys got on. So here we go. Lille against Olympic Ljubljana was a 2-0 win. I got myself, got them on spot on the nose, it looks like. So not too shabby there. Fenerbahce, 3-0 win. I got 4 points on that one. That's 3-1 was the final score. Not too shabby as well. Ludogorets Razgrad, I went with a 2-1 win. Final score was a 4-0. So not too shabby as well. Down here, we've got HJK against PAOK. I went with a draw. It was a 3-2 win for PAOK. It's a big win for them on the road. Frankfurt with a 2-1 win over Aberdeen. 4-0 win in my eyes. Fenerbahce with a 2-0 win was my pick. 3-1 it was. Final score. Played the booster as well on that one. Meanwhile, Genk with a draw against Fiorentina. That's what I picked, and it was a 2-2 draw in the end. AZ Alkmaar lost at home to Shrinsky Mostar. That was a bit of a shocker. 1-0 win the other way. Villa also losing a leg here in Warsaw. I went with a 2-1 win for Villa. Got myself the right amount of goals for Villa, which gives me a point. Lugano with a draw against Bodo Glimt. 1-1, of course, was my pick. 0-0 was the final score. Bruges also with a draw against Besiktas. I went with a 0-0 draw. It was a 1-1 draw there. Dynamo Zagreb, I went with a 2-0. It was a 5-1 win over Astana. Ain't too shabby. Victoria Pince with a 2-0 win over Balkani. I got that close to the money with a 2-0 win. It was a 1-0 win final score. Zuria Lugosneshk, 1-1 draw against Ghent. Got them on spot on the nose. And Maccabi Tel Aviv with a 1-0 win over Bradovic. That was my pick. 3-2 it was in the end. And then finally, Slovan Bratislava with a 2-1 win was the final score. 3-0 win in the end. So not too shabby. Well, that surely puts me in good shape. It does put me in okay shape. James B. FC having a belter, though, with 65 points. Atas up there with 61. Hansworth with 60. And there I am, sitting pretty in 4th. Let's keep that form going, guys. Keep that form going. And then, of course, the chase back. If you see your name in there, make sure you smash your subscribe. It looks like it's going to be a tight league. But, of course, it is wide open. Still lots of points to be had. And we are going to waste no more time by looking forward to match day number 2. So before we do all that, can we have a little look? Can we have a little look at the groups then, shall we? Let's have a little look at the group stages. So here we are with, of course, the groups. Of course, take a look at Group A. Lille currently in command with Slovan Bratislava in 2nd spot. KI Klasvich, Olympic Ljubljana got work to do. Into Group B, Maccabi Tel Aviv top the charts with Ghent in 2nd place. Zoria Lugosneshk in 3rd. Bradovic down there in 4th. Into Group C, Dynamo Zagreb and Victoria Pinton opening up with wins. Balkani and Astana got work to do. Group D sees Besiktas, Club Bruges, Bodo Glimt and Lugano all level on points with just the one. Group E says Rinsky Mostar top the bill there with Legia Warsaw. And of course the big boys, the ones you would expect, AZ Alkmaar and Villa struggling so far. Fenerbahce top the group over in Group F. Fiorentina and Genk level on points with Kudakakai. A bit of work to do down in the bottom spot. Group G, PAOK running away with it. Frankfurt in the mix there. HJK and Aberdeen with no points on the board. And of course finally Ludogorets Razgrad top the charts with Fenerbahce with Norrgösland and Spartak Trnava in a bit of trouble. That's, of course, the state of play there. Don't forget the prediction league, which, of course, is down in the description below. So let's get into it. Of course, we are looking forward to match number 2. I am. Hopefully you are too, of course. And don't forget to play your booster. So let's kick it all off with... It's Astana. They're going to be taking on Victoria Pincer. That's coming at you on Thursday, October the 5th. These two sides have never played each other, according to my eyes. Astana coming to this on 58% form. Just one defeat in the past 5 for them. Of course, currently 4th in the table with no points. Up against Pinson, who are top the charts. 6 wins out of 6. 100% form for them as well. Pinson haven't lost in the last 14 games. Astana haven't lost any of the last 5 home matches. And of course, coming into this on the back of a win over Ozektepe in their top flight there. Also, Victoria Pinson with a 6-2 win over Padabucci in their top flight. And of course, both sides are in action this weekend. Don't really have much odds on the Astana game, but Sparta Prague are taking on Pinson, where Pinson are expected to lose that match. The odds, though, for this one, we have 12-5 is your Astana, 13-5 is your draw, 20 is your way. It does smell like a draw. I'm going to go with a draw here. Both sides unbeaten. Of course, Astana unbeaten at home. Victoria and Pinson haven't lost in a long time away. So I'm going to go with a draw on this one. Because Ziktikis coming up against Lugano. That's, of course, over in Group D. These two sides never played each other either. Besiktas, though, 1 win and 4 for them, 58% form for them. They are top of the pops in their group with 1 point. Meanwhile, Lugano on 42% form for them. Just 1 defeat past 4 as well. And also third in the table with 1 point on the board. Besiktas haven't lost any of the last home matches in the last 29 games, of course. And they're coming to this on the back of an away defeat against Adana in the top flight, of course, over in Turkey, with Lugano picking up a 2-1 win over Lausanne Sport in the Swiss top flight. Again, both sides are in action this weekend with Besiktas on the road. They're expected to beat Konyaspor, with Lugano taking on Winter, and also expected to win that game on the road. 5-2 on is your Besiktas. They are favoured here. 50-4 is the draw. 6-1 is your long shot. It's going to go with a 3-0 win. Besiktas at home should be no problem there. Meanwhile, Bodeglimt up against Club Brugge, of course, coming at you this coming Thursday as well on the 5th of October. But going to be coming at you, of course, 75% form for them in the minute. Unbeaten in the last 10 games up against Bruges, who haven't lost in the last 4 matches, of course. 50% form for them at the minute. However, drawing 4 of the last 6, not great for them. But they are top of the pops here with a point level on points with, of course, Bodeglimt over in Group D. Of course, Glimt, 4-2 win over Vålerenga. And most recently, that was in the Norwegian Cup semi-finals. And, of course, Bruges with a 1-1 draw against Genk most recently. They're up against St. Trundense this weekend in the Juniper League over in Belgium. They're expected to win that game. Bodeglimt up against Stromgodset. They're expected to turn over their visitors there on this coming weekend over in Norway. 31-20 is your Bodeglimt. 5-2 is your draw. 8-5 is your way win. We're going to go with a 2-1 win here for Bodeglimt against the grain. Not really favoured in the popular predictions. Kicking on forward to Balkani. They're up against Dynamo Zagreb. That's, of course, coming at you over in Group C. Now, these two sides have never played each other either. Balkani, though, coming to just 1 defeat in the past 5. They are third in the table with 0 points right now, 58% form for them. Zagreb, 5 wins on the bounce. Of course, 83% form for them. They are top of the pops at the moment. But Balkan have a winning streak of 10 matches in a row. And they're coming to this on the back of a 2-0 win over Fushi Kosova over in their top flight with Zagreb, picking up a big 4-1 away win in the Croatian Cup last time around. Zagreb also in action this weekend against Hajduk Split, taking a slight favoured advantage in that one. But the odds for this game, we have, what do we have? Balkan 10-3 for the victory, 5-4 on, of course, is your Zagreb. 11-4 is the draw. Another tough one to call here. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. Again, not really favoured in there, so a little bit against the grain, but we're going to go for it. You got to be in it to win it these days. Next up, we have Ghent up against Maccabi Tel Aviv. That's, of course, over in Group B. They have played each other once, and that was, of course, back in 2010. It was a friendly, so let's not look into it too much. But, of course, Ghent coming to this unbeaten in the last 6 games, 75% form for them, winning 3 out of the last 6. In fact, they haven't lost in the last 8 games, and they've also not lost in the last 11 home matches, of course, so pretty good at home. Up against Tel Aviv, though, Maccabi Tel Aviv were unbeaten in the last 6 as well. 83% form for them. They are top of the pops at the moment, and they haven't lost any of the last 16 matches. That's both home and away, so great form for them. Of course, if you're curious about the friendly, it was a 3-2 win last round for Maccabi Tel Aviv in Belgium back in July 2020. Ghent picked up a 0-0 draw against Antwerp most recently, with Maccabi Tel Aviv picking up a 5-0 demolition job of Hapoel Tel Aviv. And of course, they are taking on Petah Tikva, of course, in the Israeli top flight this weekend. They're expected to turn them over. And of course, Ghent taking on Molenbeek in the Juniper League, and they're expected to win that game as well. The odds here, though, 11-8 on is, of course, you get 14-5 is your 7-2 is your away win. I do fancy the Belgians on this one. Unfortunately, I think the Tel Aviv side could do some damage, but I think they're going to lose it on this one. Bradovic up against Zora, of course, Zugashlicht. This is coming at you on the Thursday as well. Never played each other, these two sides. Bradovic, just 2 wins the last 6 for them, 33% form for them. They are bottom of the minute. currently in the group. Meanwhile, Lugashnisk, of course, 1 win and 6 of them, 33% form for them heading into this. They come into this on the back of a loss to Dnipro 1 in their top flight. Looking forward to, though, to the match against Kremenets Odessa this weekend in their top flight, with Bredovic losing to Valjo Rekovic. They're also in action this weekend as well. The odds for this, as we look at this game then, where are we? It's a 70-10 for Bredovic on this one. We have a 7-5 for Zora, and 30-5 is the draw. It's a tight one to call here. I am going to go with the wayside here. 2-1 win for them, 3 points in the bag, and away they go. KI Klaszwich up against Lille, of course, over in Iceland. Now, these two sides have never played each other, according to my eyes. 58% form for those Klaszwich right now, just 1 defeat the past 5. They are third in the table with 0 points. Lille top the pops with 3 points, and of course are on 50% form for them. 1-2 lost to and drawn to. Their most recent match was a loss against Reims. They are taking on Le Havre this weekend. They're expected to win that game, with Klaszwich taking on Fujasvor over in Iceland, of course. But the odds for this game, 11-2 is your Klaszwich, 29 on is your Lille here. Of course, 7-2 is your way. We're going to go 3-0 win. This is the popular vote. I'm going to go with it and see if we're right in the end. Olympic Ljubljana against Slovan Bratislava coming at you over in Group A. Now, these two sides have played each other just the one time. It was a friendly, and we'll talk about it shortly, though. Ljubljana, of course, 50% form for them right now, 1-2 lost to and drawn to. However, 3 games without a V up against Slovan Bratislava, who won 5 on the last 6 matches. All right, then, folks, let's take a little look at the recent form here. Slovan Bratislava come into this on the back of a 2-1 win over Rosenbrech. Of course, Olympic Ljubljana with the 1-1 draw goes Kupa. They are in action against Rogaška this weekend, with Slovan Bratislava also on the road against Lat Marachi. But the odds here for this game then, of course, we got 13-10 is your Ljubljana. We got 12-5 is your draw. 2-1 is your away win here. We are, of course, finding this one a little bit tricky to call. I'm going to go with a 0-0 draw on this. Can't really separate the two sides. Can you let me know down below? Spartak Trnava next. They're up against Fenerbahce of Turkey, coming at you this midweek. Played each other 2 times in 2018 and win a piece. Of course, we'll talk about that shortly. Trnava, they're just 1 defeat past 5 for them, 58% form. Up against Fenerbahce, of course, 6 wins on the spin, second in the table with 3 points at the moment. They, of course, haven't lost. In fact, the last 14 matches, they're red hot at Fenerbahce. And of course, last time they played each other, these two sides over in Trnava, it was a 1-0 win for Trnava back in December 2018. Fenerbahce, of course, are in action this weekend up against Razorspor. They're expected to win that game, with Trnava up against Donetska Streda, of course, in their top flight. The odds for this one, though, we have Trnava 50-4 for the victory, 13-8 on is Fenerbahce, and 16-5 is the draw. We are going with the away side here. We're going to go 3-0 win, conservative, but of course, Fenerbahce are a decent side, and of course, could go far in this competition. Up against Nordsjælland now, up against Ludogorets Razgrad, that's in Group H. These two sides have never played each other either. Nordsjælland, just 1 defeat at the past 6, 58% form for them. Up against Ludogorets Razgrad, who are top of the table at the moment, 83% form for them, unbeaten in the last 6 games. Nordsjælland, on the flip side, haven't lost in the last 11 home matches, of course, and they're coming at you this weekend. Up against Veja this week, of course, on the road, though, expected to win that game with Ludogorets Razgrad, also on the road against Levski Sevilla, also expected to win that game as well, according to the bookies. 2017 on is your Nordsjælland, 14-5 is the draw, 13-5 is your away win here. We are going tight on this one. I can't really call it as well. I'm going to go with 2-1 win for the Ludogorets Razgrad on the road. Of course, second favourite vote on that one. Aberdeen now up in action, up against we got HJK coming at you out of Helsinki. Now these two sides have played each other, never, of course, but Aberdeen on a current winning back-to-back winning run at the minute, 33% form for them over the last 6. HJK, though, just 1 defeat the past 6, 75% form for them, but they also start with the same amount of points as Aberdeen, and that is 0. Of course, Aberdeen up in action against Rangers this weekend. They're expected to lose. HJK not in action. Of course, looking forward to this game, of course, that is against Aberdeen. The odds, though, for this one, we have Aberdeen 11-10 for the victory, 5-2 is draw. 23-10 is your away win. I'm back in Aberdeen here. I'm going to go with a 2-0 win. Not in amongst the popular votes, but enough for them to get a result. PAOK, or PAOK, up against Frankfurt. Of course, that's coming at you on the same match day over in Group G. Never played each other, these two sides. PAOK, 75% form for them right now. Just 1 win. 1 defeat in the last 6. 75% form. Up against Frankfurt then, of course, unbeaten in the last 6. 75% form for them as well. PAOK haven't lost in the last 4 matches. Frankfurt unbeaten in the last 12, but PAOK haven't lost any of the last 7 home matches. And of course, taking on Panathinaikos this weekend on the road. They're expected to lose that one. Frankfurt also on the road against Wolfsburg, also expected to lose that one. So both sides expected to come into this game on the back of a defeat. 7-4 is your PAOK, 11-5 is the draw, 13-8 is your away win. Tight on this one again. again. I'm gonna go with a 2-2 draw here. Goals in it. Park will get something out of it. Frankfurt not really firing all cylinders. Kurakakai up against Genk, of course, coming at you from the Juniper League. Plays sure they're never these two sides. Kurakakai just one win in the last 6, 33% form for them. Up against Genk, who are unbeaten in the last 6, however, drawing 5 of those last 6. They are top of their pops, actually second in the group by 1 point. Of course, on the back of a draw against Bruges, and of course, looking forward to a match against Westerlo this weekend. They're expected to win that game. Kurakakai on the way to Spartak in their top flight. But the odds here, we have 5-1 is Kurakakai, 3-1 is your draw, and 50-8 is your Genk here. Going to go with a popular vote. 2-0 win for that. And of course, Gent taking your money away. Next up, of course, we have Fiorentina against Ferencváros in the Battle of the Fs. That's over in Group F. Wow, wow, wee wow. Never played each other, these two sides. Fiorentina, just one defeat in the past 6. 67% form for them. Up against Ferencváros, though, unbeaten in the last 6 games. In fact, they haven't lost in the last 7 away matches. Fiorentina haven't lost any of the last 10 home matches. It smells like a draw already, doesn't it? However, coming at you last time around, Ferencváros with a 1-win over Kezemeke over in their top flight, with Fiorentina picking up a draw against Frosinone in another Battle of the Fs, of course. They are taking on Cagliari this weekend. They're expected to win that game, with Ferencváros also in action against Budapest, and they're expected to win that game as well. The odds for this one, 3-1 on is your Fiorentina, 4-1 is your draw, 50-2 is your away win. Of course, the popular vote is a win for Fiorentina. Should I go against it? I'm going to go with a surprise 1-1 draw there, which of course could be an absolute jam, but it could be an absolute tonkin as well. Next up, of course, we have Aston Villa. They're up in action against who are they? Zrinjski Mostar, of course, over at Villa Park. Must needed win here for Villa, of course, coming to this on 50% form for them, 1-3 and lost 3, of course. Up against Zrinjski Mostar, 1-3 on the bounce, and of course currently top the charts over in Group E. Of course, Mostar with a 4-2 win over Tunza City, Villa with a 2-1 loss against Everton most recently in the Carabao Cup, of course. Villa taking on Brighton this weekend. It's a tight one, could win, could lose that one, with Zrinjski Mostar taking on Igman in their top flight. The odds here, 8-1 on is your Villa, 50-2 is your draw, 20-1 is your long shots. We are going to go with a 3-0 win. Yes, we are. 3-0 win. It's a popular vote. And of course, wrapping up in the same group as AZ Alkmaar up against Legia Warsaw. That is over in Group E. Now, these two sides never play each other, but AZ Alkmaar just one defeat the past 6, 75% form for them right now. Of course, haven't lost any of the last 8 home matches up against Legia Warsaw, who haven't lost any of the last 11 matches, on 90% form for them, winning 5 of the last 6, of course. Warsaw taking on Jagiellona in their top flight. They're expected to win that game this weekend. AZ Alkmaar up against Fortuna Sittard. They're expected to win that match as well. But the odds here, 20-13 on is your AZ, 14-5 is your draw, 4-1 is your long shots, of course. This is a tight old group. Going to go with a 2-1 win for AZ on this. But now the real big decision is, where do I play my booster? Which one is a guaranteed win? Which one do you think? Where's that Fenerbahce one? Oh, I don't know. I think I'm going to keep it safe. I don't even know what is safe. What is safe these days? I'm going to go with this one here, Lille against Klaaswich, of course, over in Iceland. So I'm going to go with that, guys. Of course, don't forget, we do have a prediction league for you if you want to get in amongst it. Of course, it is wide open, of course, still in the mix there. Of course, the link should be on your screen right about now, of course, so don't forget to get involved with that. And of course, we'll be back next time around for match number 3, whenever that comes around. But until then, guys, subscribe, thumbs up, hit the little bell, and of course, I'll see you soon for the next one.